Hi, welcome to Dipstick. I'm Sam and this is Peter, the Mk1 Ford Mondeo. This is the second video, the first video being above my head somewhere. Right, let's get cracking. Okay, on today's video we're going to start repairing Peter. We need to replace the wing, the splash guard and the front bumper. And the indicators, but they haven't arrived yet, so I won't be doing that today. Okay, we're also going to need two tyres, because obviously this is the spare. The original had a great big hole in it, which you can see from the first video. As you can tell, look at the perishing cracks on that. So we definitely need a replacement tyre. The first task is to remove the washer bottle, or the remains of it. As you see, it's all sheared off up there, broken off down there. So I'll get that off first, before jacking it up, taking the wheel off, and taking that front wing off. As you can see, after the indicator's been removed, the headlight is also broken, so we're going to need a replacement unit. To make life easier fitting the bumper, I'm just going to take the entire headlight grille assembly off, just so we can get better access. Okay, the headlights and the front guard are all off. The front guard is salvageable. There's a couple of cracks on it. One there. But we should be able to plastic weld that and save that. Headlights, unfortunately, are not. This side's completely trashed. And that bit there as well is gone. So we're going to need a couple of headlights, which is all right because it'll freshen up the front end anyway. Thankfully, though, there's no other damage underneath here whatsoever. It all looks very clean, very straight. Just needs a bit of a tidy up. Okay, now the wheel's off and it's all jacked up, we can take off the splash guard and start removing the wing. As you can see in here, it's absolutely filthy. Obviously, from its accident, it's gone up into a hedge or across some mud or something. It's absolutely caked. We'll give it a good old hose off and then check everything thoroughly afterwards. Okay, now the splash guard's off, I can get to the inner wing bolt and remove the twisted and crushed washer bottle, because we've got access to the one right there. And then we're going to have to straighten out that mount. Okay, what have we got? Right, they've just popped out there. It's just the connector to go, which is tight. Right, let's just pull the pump out. It's easier. Didn't want that anyway. Okay, right, moving on to the wing. Let's get this one off and see if there's any damage underneath. Pretty straightforward taking the wing off, a series of bolts across the top. Two inside there, which are not quite as easy to get to. Then you've got one inside the wheel arch, right there, which I've already undone. And then, unfortunately, there's one right there. So you have to take off the windscreen wiper arm and lift up the scuttle panel to gain access to that, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, but it's got to be done. Okay, I've erred on the cautious side. I've removed the entire scuttle panel because I didn't want to snap it by just pulling up one side. Also gives me a good opportunity to have a look at the bulkhead, see what condition it's in. And just like the rest of the car, nothing wrong in there at all. There we go. Even the wiper mechanism looks very new. Okay, that's the wing off. As we can tell by looking in there, there's no other damage to the car whatsoever, other than that mount that just literally needs pulling out a little bit and re-straightening. But it's not come away at all from the spot welds, which is perfect. So we'll get on that, and then we'll line up the bumper, see how close we can get it. Okay, so there's the replacement parts for Peter. We have a second-hand wing in green, which obviously will get sprayed up. Replacement second-hand washer bottle, and a brand new front bumper. Genuine one as well, not a pattern part. Luckily, when the car was delivered, the remains of the front bumper were still in the car. So we've had off the centre trim and the lower rubber splitter. Both in good condition, so they can be reused. Obviously just need a very good clean. Okay, I've straightened out that mount as best as I can. Looks fairly straight to me, a little bit here, but I'm not really concerned about that. Just put the wing on, see how it lines up. It's looking pretty good. It doesn't look too bad at all. Looks fairly straight. Looks like it's going to line up. I'm just going to refit all the headlights just so we've got a guide so we can go by that and the front bumper on. Okay, the alignment doesn't look too far off. It's hard to tell with the still using the broken indicator, but the new ones haven't arrived. But if you just line this up, put it in nice and tight, it's not looking bad. I think that is pretty much spot on. By the time it's all secure and they've got a new headlight in there, I think we'll be good to go. Okay, that's the wing on. I'm fairly happy with that. It all lines up very well. Headlights are back on, just temporarily until I get a new set. Grills all back on, and the scuttle panel's all back in. So now it's just a case of putting on the new bumper and see how that lines up. I'll leave the splash guard off, because obviously I'm going to probably do a little bit of fettling, a bit of cleaning. And obviously I need those two tyres. And then hopefully we'll take it for its first drive. There's the bumper all bolted on. Just need to check the alignment now. So if we check this side first, because obviously that was the side that was undamaged. That looks fairly good. It's not too bad, it all lines up. Let's go and check the other side, see how far off we are. Looks fairly good under the headlight. Looks pretty good under the wing, to be fair. Oh, ever so slightly. So I just need to lift that bracket up ever so slightly. Not by a great deal at all. Happy with that, that's gone in really well. Yeah, I'm more than happy with that. Considering both of those items are broken, it lines up fairly well. So yeah, good. Just need to go buy some new ones now. Okay, it's almost ready to take it for a test drive. Just need to check the fluids and wait for the rain to stop. First of all, the brake fluid. Yeah, it looks all right. Let's do a quick check. Yeah, it's on maximum. Doesn't look too bad. Might change that when we give it a full service anyway. Can put some fresh stuff in, because who knows when that was last done. Right, oil. Let's check the oil cap. Make sure there's no mayonnaise in there. Just the signs of the head going. Or head gasket goes, should we say. Right, all good. Looks very clean in there. Right, let's check the oil. Take the dipstick out. Okay, what we got? Just under full. It doesn't look that it's been changed. Oh yes, it probably has been changed recently by the looks of it. It's not black, but it's not golden gold, but it's light brown. Don't know if you can catch that. So it looks like it's been done recently, but we'll change it anyway when we give it a full service. Right, coolant level. Perfect, that is on the maximum, so that's all good. Okay, now the car's outside, I have just noticed something. You see the wing on the passenger side? Got the door moulding there and the side repeater. Well, on the replacement wing, it's slightly different. So I'm guessing we have a facelift wing, which is a bit of a pain. I either have to source another one or just make the right hole there, because the trim will go over the old hole here. Probably going to go with that option unless I can find a wing for a pre-facelift. Okay, before I venture out onto the road, I'm just going to make sure all the electrics work, check the tyres, we've done all the fluids, so let's get cracking with that. Okay, right, first one, horn. Does the horn work? Yep, horn works. Pretty pathetic, but it works. All right, side lights. We've got side lights. Let's have a look. Yes, we have. Very yellow, but we're already on that, so it's not a problem. But they work there. Let's go check the rears. Yep, both working. What about the number plate lights? Oh, we've got one out there. Just needs a bulb then. All right, let's check the main dips. We've got them. Yes, we have. They're looking for right. Let's check, see if we've got main beam. Lights on the dash. Yep, main beam works as well. Right, indicators. Right, hazards first of all. Working on the inside. Let's check the fronts and rear. Rears are working. Excuse the road noise. It's 5 o'clock. It's rush hour. Everyone's going home. Okay, we've got working indicator that side, but the bulb's out on this side. So, okay, so we'll need to put a bulb in there before we do go on the road. All right, let's check the indicator, oh, and the side repeaters. All right, let's check the indicators individually. Yep, there we go. You can hear that bulb's gone there, but I'm sure we're all right at the back. Yep, lovely. All right, let's check the other side. Fronts are good, side repeater's good, bit discoloured, so we'll change the bulb on the front. But I've got a new set coming, so that's all good. And the rear's working, lovely. All right, let's just check the wipers. It's not raining, but you never know in Cornwall. Yep, they're working. Washers. Sorry, that's the rear. Washers work, but no fluid, because obviously we haven't topped that up yet. Excellent. I think we are ready to take it on its first drive. Okay, the last thing to check is the brake lights, but I had to move somewhere where I could rest the camera and go and do that. So let's check these out. Right, I've no idea whether that worked. You'll know before me. I need to look at the video to see if they did. Okay, that's everything checked. We're ready to venture out onto the road for the first time. That'll happen in the next video. Plus, we've got a lot of parts coming for Peter, a lot of goodies, a lot of things to make it look a lot fresher and just to spruce the whole thing up a little bit. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, or even subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.